to take a moment to talk about how like you can make so much more money just by repackaging what it is that you sell. For example, 5 years ago when I was doing videography, I was selling videos, but people didn't want videos, right? I charge a couple $100 and people got a video and some people paid for it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's what most people were doing. If I was to repackage it into what people actually wanted, which was a personal brand, then you have to figure out, well, how do people get personal brands? Well, they work with somebody and they make content consistently. And to have a personal brand, that just means you need to be posting a lot of media. And, here you are, like here I was charging per video type work, be like, hire me and we'll do a shoot. And like, if you just trash all of that and focus on being like, you know what, these people can pay me a monthly retainer in order to continuously create content together. And you work with a small group of people, right? Whatever the bandwidth is that you have. And you work with those group of people and you build their personal brands. And so like you have a set amount of clients, 4 or 5, whatever it is, that you could really dive in with and help them build their content machines so that they have personal brands. And now at the end of it, you have results of you building personal brands for people. But if you're just constantly just doing one-off videos, well, you don't have any results because we all know your one-off video doesn't do anything for them. Like it might highlight an event. Most people don't have the greatest ideas, right? You're just trying to like make stuff that's just not good. Switching it over and packaging your service this way as a content agency that builds your personal brand with a predictable revenue, right? Or like spending, basically. With the videographer, prices of videos change so much, and there's just scope of the project, editing, there's just too many factors, and it's much more complicated. But over here, if you were just to say, pay me $1,000 a month and we'll do whatever we got to do, and then you can figure out as you work with somebody, hey, okay, you know what? This is a little bit above the scope that I'm willing to do. I'd like to charge for this next person. Then you can do that. But just starting with something super simple, $1,000 a month. This is what you're going to get. We're going to work together on building a personal brand. Let's do it. That's a much better sale. You're going to make more money than doing the video stuff. So I just wanted to share this because it took me a long time to realize that. Learning how to figure out like, instead of building just websites, right? Like I just researched it recently. People aren't necessarily just looking for websites. They're looking for what the website would do. If it's a gym owner space, the website needs to be able to display the information, be found on Google. Ideally, like I'm trying to figure out how I can implement AI into the website to help become more of a salesperson for people. But then again, it's a very low sophisticated market. Okay, people know what gyms are. They know that you pay a membership to get access. Okay, it's nothing new, nothing revolutionary. So the website just needs to basically make sure that you're continuously being able to be found. Search engines on AI are referring businesses that have good reviews, and the game is changing constantly. So your website just kind of needs to stay adapted to being able to show you to new people, where this typical web design where you just build it and it sounds good, not bad. People can do it on their own, won't be perfect, but learning how to figure out what is it that people were looking for, like personal branding versus videographer, and doubling down on that offer instead of the one that doesn't work.